Hey, what's up? In today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 things to consider when buying a flipped property. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Chris Luna here with Compass. And in today's episode, I want to talk about 5 things to consider when buying a flipped property. What's a flipped property? Well, that's a property that was purchased typically below market value and then renovated or remodeled by an investor in order to relist back on the market and sell for a much higher price. A lot of times investors will buy these properties, they need some work, they come in, they do a little magic to it, and they turn around and sell them for a profit. So 5 things to consider would be: 1 is to research the condition of the property before they flipped it. This will give you an idea of how much work the home may or may not have needed. This will give you an idea of what the home looked like, the condition it was in, maybe the layout, if the layout was changed. So it'll just give you a good before and after contrast, right? Number 2 would be to research the flipper, whether it be an individual or an entity. Just research them. Get an idea if they've done any other projects in the area. Get an idea of what type of reputation they have with their finished products that they resell. Number 3 would be to make sure you do any and all inspections you feel necessary. This is part of your due diligence. Making sure you do all the inspections will give you a really good idea as to what repairs may or may not need to be done when you buy the home. This will also give you a good idea if things were done properly, right? Number 4 would be to get permits, or check for permits, I should say. If they did any major work to the property, any major renovations, remodels, any additions, anything like that typically requires a permit. So you're going to want to make sure that a permit was signed off by a county inspector, that it's been completed. And then number 5 would be to keep in mind the type of financing you're using. If you're using FHA financing, they're most likely going to require a second appraisal, okay? There is a possibility that they may want to get their own inspector to inspect the property. And for FHA, the lender requires that the seller, in this case the flipper, would have owned the property for a minimum of 90 days prior to them lending any money to the buyer to purchase the home. So there you have it. Those are just 5 things to keep in mind or consider when buying a flipped property. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Just go to youtube.com and search for Real Estate with Chris Luna and hit subscribe. That way you can stay up to date with my weekly buyer and seller video tips. Thank you for watching this episode, and I hope to see you again. Take care.